All right, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a Gumroad account. What Gumroad is, it's an e-commerce store where you could sell online products, you could sell online services, you could create a blog, a little website. It's mostly used for selling digital products like PDFs, audio files, templates, and stuff like that. But today I'm going to show you how to use Gumroad. We're going to first start off with creating an account. So we'll go to the login page, and then right here on the email, you could put in your email and password, or you could use one of these accounts, your Facebook or Google account, or maybe your X account or Stripe. For this example, I'll just use my email, hit login. All right, so once you log in, this is what you'll see is a welcome to Gumroad page. So you could go ahead and get started with this checklist right here, or you could just go ahead and start playing around with all these options on the left side and just kind of browse through everything. But for the most part, we want to start setting up the profile so we could start selling digital products or whatever kind of products you're selling or services. We'll start with customize your profile. All right, so now that we're in settings on our profile, we'll just enter our username. I'll go ahead and enter my name right there. This is my name, or that's where you'll put your name right here. And it also gives you a preview of what your website's going to look like so far on the right side in this preview panel. You could add a little bio of either yourself or your company, whatever it is you want to add. I would prefer something about your company, like we sell. Welcome to my Notion template store. You could add a lot more to it, but for right now, I just leave it like that as an example. So now you can see that welcome to my Notion template store is right here on the preview panel. Right here on the logo, you could go ahead and add a logo. I'll pull up a picture. All right, so there we go. Now I have a logo for my store, and you can see it's right there on the top left of that website, of that web page that we're making. Then you could connect your social account for X. Doesn't have any other connections right now, but if you have a Twitter, now known as X account, you could link that right here. And then you could play with the design. This will be the text. So the type of text you want to use for your website. You got 6 options. For right now, I'll just leave it at Mabry. And then you got a few colors you could play with. So you got white, you got pink. This is going to be your background color. So let's say we want to change it to something like a light red or a dark red, maybe a blue, a lighter blue. And then this settings, changes saved. Then we could do a little preview. So let's see what our web page looks like. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and change the color on it real quick. We'll go back. We'll close this up. And we'll change this to white. Just leave it to white. Update settings. Now we could go to settings right here. And then we'll have our email name right there. We'll scroll down to notifications. And this will notify you anytime somebody makes a purchase. It'll either notify you through the mobile app, or you'll get a notification on email, or you could get both. So you could get notifications on recurring payments, free downloads, personalized product announcements, comments, and reviews. So anytime any of these things happen, you could get a notification. Then we'll go to payments. So where are you located? Go ahead and mark the country. They have a list of countries that you could choose from. If your country's on the list, go ahead and pick it right there. So mine's is United States. To ensure prompt payouts, please check off each item. I have a valid ID, proof of residence. I'm signing up as a business. Okay, save. And now this is where you could put your bank account number. This is going to be your payout method. And then a little bit down here, you could use PayPal instead. If you have PayPal, you could go ahead and connect it right here. If not, you could also use either your bank account, a debit card, or a Stripe account. So go ahead and link the one you want to get paid out with. Then we'll go to password. This is whenever you want to change your password. Third party analytics. Right here, you could actually connect your Google Analytics so you could track all the traffic and all the data that's going in and out of your what that's happening on your website. You could also get the Facebook pixel and put it right here. You could get a custom domain for your website, and then you could add some snippets, add custom JavaScript to pages in the checkout flow. So that's a little more advanced. We're just trying to get this started. So this is for your custom domain. In case you ever have some emails that you want to block, you could do that right here on the advanced section. And here goes the affiliates. That means that people could sign up to sell your products and they'll automatically earn a 10% commission. And you could turn it off too if you don't want that. In the settings, I'll show you later that you could actually change that commission amount. It could be less or it could be more. Depends on how you want to go ahead and pay the commissions for your affiliates. All right, now that we have that done, let's go back to homepage. Then we'll go back to our checklist. So we got our customized profile. Now let's get your first follower. Obviously, we're not going to get one right now. We're setting things up. So manage all of your followers in one place, interacting and serving. Basically, you could get people to subscribe to your newsletter. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. Share a subscription page. That's copied. All you have to do is either click this right here on share subscribe page or click this one right here. And then you could link it out. We'll open a new window. All right, so when people click to your link to subscribe to your email, this will be the landing page they see, which is really simple. It has your name, your logo, which is my profile pic, and then a simple call to action right here. Enter your email, subscribe. No distractions, nothing, just people will sign up to your email list. Either they want to or they don't. It's the only option, yes or no. And then once people subscribe, you're gonna get a list of all your subscribers right here, all your whole email list. And then once you're ready to create a post or a broadcast, you could just go back up here to your emails, and it's gonna go to published, and it says connect with your customers. So you could click right here, new email, or new email up here in the top right, and then you could start broadcasting emails to your subscribers. Scheduled, you could also pre-schedule your emails. So say you want to create a email over the weekend, but you want to send it out on Monday, you could also do that right here, where you could choose what specific day and what specific time you want that email to go out at. And then you have your drafts right here. In case you don't finish your emails, you could come back and do them later. They'll be right here on your drafts. So now let's go back home. Get your first follower. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait on this one. You're just gonna have to share your link to your subscription page, and people will eventually start subscribing. As long as you're promoting yourself and putting the link out there, people will eventually subscribe. Get your first payout. So this is gonna go back to your payments, where you could set up your once again your bank details. We'll go to home page. We got 3 more. So now create your first product. So now you have your account set up, right? So now that you have your account set up, now we could create our first product. And from right here, you can see that you have 6 options. You could either sell a digital product, which can be any set of files to download or even to stream. So that could be like PDFs and ebooks, maybe a course, or it could be a set of videos or a podcast. Then you have the option to create a course or a tutorial, or you could create an ebook, a membership, which could be like a community or a newsletter. Then you got physical goods, so you could sell physical products right here. And then bundles. Basically, any of these products, you could bundle them up. Once you start creating products, you could sell two or more existing products for a new price. So, like, let's say you have a digital product and a course, you could bundle those two up and you could create that right here. So, for right now, we'll just go ahead and say we'll create a digital. Actually, we'll go with ebook. We'll say we're going to create an ebook, how to sell digital products. Then you have to give it a price. You could also do any price. So if you wanted to do zero for right now, you could leave it at zero. Or if you wanted to give it an actual price, go ahead and give it an actual price, $10. Then we'll come up here to next, customize. All right, so right here in the center, this is the panel where you're going to create all the details for the product. On the right side is the preview panel of what your product page will look like. So if you want to know what your product pages will look like as you're building it, it'll show you right here on the right. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste over product information for my other product. And now you can see all the details right here on the right side. And if you wanted to at any time, you could just preview this. So now you got your title for your product. We have no images yet. You got the pricing. You could change the color of this tag if you wanted to. Your profile, your total ratings, and then here's all the details to your product page. If you also wanted to, you could add images and videos on here. So that'll kind of like help to increase the conversions on your product by adding like testimonials or sales product videos. Product videos. So let's go back. I'm gonna close that window. And now we're gonna go to the bottom where it says the URL. You could either leave the URL how it is, which is fine, or you could customize it. So we'll go ahead and custom domain if you have one. Then this is where you add some images to the product. I'll add a few just so you could get an example of what it could look like. All right, so there's one image. I know it has nothing to do with Notion. It's a Canva cover. It's what I had right now. So this is what that would look like. So this is my cover image, and then you have your product details. We'll go and look at that again. So now you can see the product page cover, and this does scale to the size of the image you put in. So if you put a really wide image and not so tall, then it should look better. Those are some things to consider when you actually create product pages. This is a square image. This is better for thumbnails, which you can add right here. You could add the thumbnail right there. Upload file, computer, just add it inside of this one. Then your call to action. So where is this? That's going to be down here. So it's either you have three options. I want this, buy this, or pay. I'll just leave it as it is. And then on the summary, you'll see on the bottom right around here, you could add a summary. You will get a Notion, or we'll just say Canva template. Download link. So now you can see all that text is actually added on the right side. You could also add additional details. So like let's say pages. You could add text values. If you want to add more information, say comes with extra or bonus material. Value, we'll say it's worth $10. We'll say these pages are worth $5. So it's letting them know any additional details you want to add to it. And you could just keep adding more details right here. Integration. So this is where you could integrate a circle community or your Discord community. So for example, like maybe a newsletter or a course program, you could invite people to your community and you could turn that on right there. You could change your pricing again if you weren't sure about the $10. Maybe you want to change it to 5 or whatever price you want. You also have the option to create to give customers the chance to pay what they want, and you could set a minimum amount. So we'll say allow customers to pay what they want, $2, at least $2, but they could pay whatever they want. I suggest they pay 5. So that's how that works. That's if you want to go with that paying option. Now we got versions. So you could offer, say, if you have multiple versions, you could create variations to your product right here. Then you got a few settings you could play with. So you could limit the product sales, limit how many, for this example, if I wanted to limit how many Canva templates I wanted to sell, I could activate that right here or just leave it off and just sell as many as I can. Allow customers to choose a quantity, publicly show the number of sales, mark product as an e-publication for VAT purposes. If you don't know what that is, you could click this to learn more about that. Specify a refund policy. All right, so that's the end of product descriptions. Now we're going to say save and continue. And it jumps automatically from the product to the content page. You could go back, but we'll go back to the content page. And this is basically what they see once they purchase the product. So once they make the purchase, you could add some additional details here. Add links to websites or articles. You could actually add YouTube videos. Let me give a few examples. So you'll go right here to the insert file, go to embed video. You could either upload your own videos or you could embed a YouTube video. So we'll go ahead and add a YouTube video, which is just a music video. And now they get that directly on the sales on the receipt page. Basically, this is their invoice. So now they could watch the video from right here. This might be like an instructional or a tutorial video or an onboarding video. And like I said, this could also be for a course. So this might be for a course video. And then you could create multiple pages. So now you got name your page, page 1. Create another page, page 2. So now let's go to page 2. And then you could add more videos, more text, more whatever you want to add. You could put it all right here. You could organize it however you want. You could also move it around. So if you didn't have it in the order you wanted it, you could always move it right there. Add more pages. This will be page 3. And each page could have different links. It could have different files, whatever you want to add on here. Then you got add another page, liked it, give it a rating. So this is what they'll see. Now, once you're ready, we'll click publish and continue. And then it jumps to the share tab. So now, once again, you could preview this, or you could already share it to either your X, your Facebook, or if you want, copy the URL and share it with your blog, on your blog website, your newsletter, share it on any social media you want, attach it on a YouTube video description. You could put this URL anywhere. So then you could go ahead and just go over a few things right here. The last thing is Gumroad Discover. You could actually put your products into the Gumroad Discover store, which is a marketplace for Gumroad, where basically people could just, shoppers could find your product. They could discover your product and kind of browse through your store and see if they like your products. And that's just one easy way to get discovered. and kind of generate a little more income. So now that you got all this done, we'll click save changes. And there you go. Product created. So you made your first product, now you make your first sale. So that's just going to encourage you to to share your profile or share your products, and it'll start tracking right here on analytics. So right here on analytics, you'll track your sales, your views, the total revenue you've made. And you could also filter by products. So you could have all products or a very specific one, only have the one so far. And then you could go to monthly view. You could choose in the last 30 days. You could choose analytics your all time. So this will show you all your stats, all your data for all time. Then right here it'll show you refer. So basically, kind of like where did they find you? If they clicked on your link through your blog or a YouTube video or a social media or just randomly through Google search, it'll tell you right here how many views you got. It'll tell you the number of sales, your conversion rate, and then the total right here on the side. And then you could also get analytics for the people that visit you. So it'll show you the country from where they're coming from and the total views you're getting from that country, the total sales from that country, and then the total revenue from that country. And then you could kind of like adjust your marketing based off of these analytics. So now we'll go to homepage. Send out your first email blast. So this is the last step. Just go ahead and let your subscribers know, or once you start getting subscribers, let them know whenever you have new products, new content, stuff you want to share. You could just email them right here. It's free. You're free to email your subscriber list. There is one contingency. I think you could only email 100 total people free at a time. Uh, Before selling $10 worth of products. Once you sell $10 worth of products on Gumroad, then they'll let you email your whole subscriber list. So it's just kind of like a way for them to protect their branding, their account for emails. All right, so now that you have your whole account set up, you got a product created. You could create more products if you wanted to. Just click the create or the products page right here, and then you could create new products. You could play with the discover, affiliates, and collabs, uh, workflows. This is where you could create automated sequences for your emails. So basically, automate emails with ease. You could create a new workflow, and this you could segment your workflows based off of prior purchases, new subscribers. When members cancel, you could have a automation for that, or when you get new affiliates, get a automation for that one. Honestly, this is probably the my favorite part is the workflows, because it's just like your business is running while you're sleeping. It's working while you're in the restroom, at the restaurant, while you're at your parents, while you're at your friends, at a party. It's just working on the background for you nonstop. But of course, this is based off of the workflows that you create. So you could track your sales right here. Once you start generating sales, it'll show you analytics for that, payouts. It'll show you how much you earned in the past 7 days, or actually how much you got paid out. So your total earnings. And then the last thing, once you start collecting stuff, you start buying your own products, or not your own, but you start buying other people's products through Gumroad. It'll show up right here on the library. All right, so now that you have your Gumroad store set up, my two suggestions would be to share your link for people to subscribe to your email list, and then share your products so people can start seeing the product you have, and you're going to slowly start generating sales. Assuming your product's good, make a good product, people will eventually buy these things. They just need to know that it exists. So share your product link whenever you can, whenever it makes sense to share it, share it. Grow the email list and share the product link there. um, just product marketing, just share it wherever you can, on blogs, videos, email lists, social media. If you have a podcast, share it with your podcast members. Wherever you could market your product, go ahead and market it right there. So, two things: share your sign up page to your newsletter, and then share the link to your product. And slowly you will start, growing your business. Just keep adding more products, and start building your email list, and just keep sharing your website, keep sharing your email subscription form, keep sharing your product links. Eventually your business will keep growing, and you'll get to that financial freedom. I know you're trying to get that, so eventually you'll get there. Anyways, that's it for setting up your Gumroad account. Hopefully everything works out for you. And if you have any questions, you could always comment on the video below, or sign up to my newsletter and message me there, or you could find me on X and message me there as well.